Welcome back to the vlog. It is Monday and it's been about a month since I properly sat down and did any sort of work on my PhD. I submitted my upgrade document, my proposal documents, proposal defense documents, and then I kind of was just like, okay, I'm done. It pretty much was a summer of work, so I think I needed this break. I'm also part-time, and after I submitted my documents and I had my meeting with my supervisor, they were like, okay, now you can actually work like a part-time student. So yeah, I took a break. I've been to Berlin for an art trip for my residency. I've been to the Town of Books, HMY. I went to a Muse concert. Yeah, I've really just been enjoying. I haven't not been doing any work because otherwise bills don't get paid. But I'm somewhat lucky in that, you know, every time I'm working, it's not that I'm getting paid specifically for that day, because oftentimes I invoice and then I get like a bulk payment. So today is Monday, October 9th, which is crazy because that means that in just a little over 2 weeks, I will be moving back to Germany for 6 months to start my first ever academic fellowship at the Center of Advanced Internet Studies, which is crazy. I applied last October. I found out in April or May this year. And then yeah, now in October, I will be heading over. Yeah, I'm quite nervous, to be honest, to be doing so. I'm not sure what the rest of my cohort's gonna be like, the other people, the other academics who will also be at the fellowship working together. We all had to submit our own independent projects. And then the fellowship is effectively like a sabbatical, like you get 6 months to just focus on your work. If you're a lecturer, that means like you're not teaching, you're just focusing. I'm obviously a PhD student, so I don't teach full time. I haven't taught at all, actually. So yeah, I have some work to do to get ready for that. But honestly, today's the first day back, so I'm not entirely sure what it is I have on my plate. I have a few things I know that I have to do, which is related to another research project that I'm a co-investigator on, a pretty major research project. Yeah, basically I'm not really sure exactly what it is that I need to get done this week, this semester, this academic year. So I know that I want to spend some time today writing out those goals and figuring that out.
Hey, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Temi and I make videos as a way to document my life for my future self. Right now that means vlogs about my PhD and navigating life in my 30s as a Black woman. If you like the sound of any of that, then feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, like, or all three. Thanks a lot for spending a piece of your day here.
We're in the office. I actually just remembered that my funder is putting on like a welcome back event, so I'm gonna join that now. That's a lie, I just checked and it looks like that event doesn't start until 1:45, but I have co-working at that time. Maybe I'll put it on in the background.
2 hours later. Okay,
so did I do anything? No, what I did do was create a new Twitter list, so there's that. I find it difficult to come back into the flow of working when I've been out of work for a long time. And I think that's okay. I think that's allowed and that's okay. It's just, I don't know, I feel like, yeah, I don't know. Even if when I was at like freelancing jobs or whatever, when I was contracting, it was still hard to just sort of like after a week or 2 weeks when I'd be on a holiday or whatever, when I would take annual leave to come back to work and be like, okay, this is everything I'm doing. So I'm not sure why I feel like it'd be the same when I'm doing a PhD. But I think just the culture of like overwork, of hustle culture, whatever, is really inscribed in my brain, and it's hard to give myself grace, or just like, not even grace, just like accept the fact that I've been out of a habit for a month and now I'm coming back into that habit. And so naturally I would face not necessarily resistance, but procrastination. So I have this to-do list, and the first thing I have on it is that I need to send a reminder email to the community that I run, which is the Women of Color PhD Club. We're going to have a catch-up session, hopefully in the next few weeks. I need to do that. And then I need to write down my year 3 goals. So I am actually going to do that now. Sometimes I have these days where I don't leave my house, and it makes me feel crazy. Like, I don't know if anyone else feels this, but when I don't leave my house, I feel as if though I don't exist, which is kind of mad because like I'm freelance and I'm a PhD student, so I really don't be leaving my house really often. But like, it's 12:30, I'm making lunch now, and I'm gonna have to force myself to go outside. Oh no, the toast is too toasty. And I'm gonna have to force myself to go outside for like a walk or something, and I just can't be bothered. And I just wonder, like, people who work in offices or whatever, or people who go to campus, or like PhD students who are STEM students, I feel like it's just really nice to be able to get up and go. And part of when I come back from my fellowship, I feel like I'm gonna make more of an effort. You know, my boyfriend made homemade garlic butter. It was pretty good. I feel like I'm gonna make more of an effort to go to campus, but yeah, it's hard sometimes when you don't leave the house and you don't see any people in real life. It do be hard. That's why it's so important for me to have like people who I can co-work with online, because I think it would be even more of a lonely experience than it already is, you know? If you could see, in fact I will show you this meal because it's so random and it's really giving was not taught how to cook. But like, cooking healthy meals, cooking healthy varied meals, I don't have the energy right now. I'm having this one breakfast, which is French toast, because I bought a bunch of egg whites, French toast, yogurt, some sort of fruit, maybe some chocolate chips, and syrup. And I really like that I have like this one meal that I know to make. Now I'm thinking I'm gonna have to have like that for lunch, because also just like it's also draining, and it's like part of like one of the spoons that I use in terms of my energy as like a chronic illness person, to have to make my own lunch. So I might have to ask my partner to help me bulk cook lunches, or I might have to go back to Huel, which as it gets colder and more gray, I just don't really feel like having Huel all the time. Look at this meal. Look at this meal. It doesn't make any sense. A random sandwich with half a slice of sourdough that I had left to eat. Random spinach. Just it is what it is. Trying to find something to watch on YouTube, and I've been training my YouTube algorithm for the past, I would say, like intentionally the past maybe 3 months. It doesn't ever show me Black creators, and I know they're out there. So I've been trying to train it to show me more Black creators, and it's kind of working, but there's just so much on there, and really none of the people who I subscribe to really, like, I feel like upload that often, and that's fine. Uploading is exhausting. I know this myself. Oh, Lucy Moon has updated recently. I have not seen that. I also noticed a lot more of my favorite subscribers, like Halise, are doing more shorts, and it's like, I want longer form content. I don't want this little bite-sized content stuff. Nothing to watch. Emily hasn't uploaded. Like, people, I'm hungry. Give me something to watch.
It's the time it is. So, acceptance. It's the charms of living in London, am I right? I saw this Try Concentrate in the shop, and I was like, I have to try it. That is so good. It's still humid, but it's definitely cooling down. And I am ready for autumn. Like, it's in my bones.
It's that time of the day where I force myself outside to go on a walk to get some vitamin D, I guess.